Alright, so we're finally back. It took a while, but we're pretty much finally back with the failures versus the Burn Knight Aura Farmers. Now, the Burn Knight Aura Farmers have almost the qualification right there in hands. All that it takes is just one win to fully secure it, because right now they are tied with Wiggle, and there might be a chance that Wiggle gets to qualify if the Burn Knight Aura Farmers were to lose 3-0. Actually, I don't fully know how Bushholz wins, but the Burn Knight Aura Farmers have a worse Bushholz than Wiggle. So if the Burn Knight Aura Farmers were to fall from 5th place, instead it would be Wiggle that ends up qualifying, a team that we considered eliminated, but they still have yet a chance of qualification. I mean, it's a cool chance of qualification, if I'm not mistaken. That is, if the Burn Knight Aura Farmers were to lose 3-0. Of course, let me show you the rankings so you understand. Right now, the Burn Knight Aura Farmers are just 1 point. 1 point of qualification. Of course, the failures are pretty much eliminated, so they're no longer a threat. But the Burn Knight Aura Farmers only have to win one more game in order to be in the semifinals as the 4th place team, because if they win the match, they will instead be, well, if they win 3-0, they will instead be 3rd place, which would put them against the Forgotten Nerds. Let me check if I'm streaming, because I'm not sure if I'm streaming. Oh wait, yep, I'm streaming. Okay, everything's all right. So, yeah. With that being said, let us present to you the last game of the round 5 of the group stage. All of our players are already here. From the failures, we have Juan, YT, Antonio, Milosnek, and Birth Knight. While from the Burn Knight Aura Farmers, we have The Base, Daniel GG412, Gon PMC, and Nubis Online. Those are the 8 players ready to battle it out. All that the Burn Knight Aura Farmers need is a win to fully secure qualification into semifinals. Because if they lose 3-0, there might be a chance that they do not qualify. I think they have a worse Bushholz than well, Wiggle. Wiggle might still be waiting for a miracle, even though we told them that they were pretty much eliminated. But let's see if they will end up qualifying or not. We will be starting right away. Yara for Life are now out. All that the Burn Knight Aura Farmers need is one win to fully secure the semifinals. And we shall start right away. The first map that will be Palace. And oh my god, Antonio actually left. What? So apparently they were disconnected. Alright, we're now back. Antonio is back. So let's get everything set up for the first game that will be in Palace. We will be starting right away. Let's wish good luck to both teams, especially to the Burn Knight Aura Farmers, who have now the qualification at reach. Despite everything that happened to them, this is the chance for the Burn Knight Aura Farmers to finally be in the semifinals. For the first time ever, that's for sure. And here we are. This is Palace. From this side we have the Burn Knight Aura Farmers, and from this side we have the failures. This is also the Failures' last ever match as they are already eliminated. But if they can give the Verenigde All Farmers a hard time, they will try for sure. Here comes Antonio against the base. The base starts attacking. Here comes the entire orange team. It's gonna be a 3v3. Well, 3v2 now. One of them left. Millsnack and Nubis Online died, but eventually it was the base and Daniel GG who get to be in mid quite quickly. Here comes Millsnack and Antonio. Millsnack was quickly killed. Antonio running away. Eventually, Antonio Juan, that's a weird name. They're trying to gain the mid control, of course. Daniel GG and Nubis Online won't let them. Here comes the base. Jan Swan was quickly killed. Millsnack running away. Beth Knight eventually got Nubis Online kicked off. Beth Knight delivers a combo against the base. Millsnack does the same with Daniel GG. Now they take control. The Failures now take control of mid. Competency trying to get Beth Knight away. They do it with a nice, well-aimed fireball shot to destroy the bridge beneath Beth Knight. Jan Swan trying to reach the base, was going for that blindness totem. Nubis Online already heading for Jan Swan. That it's going to be Millsnack who delivers a combo against Nubis Online. Daniel GG standing away. Beth Knight climbs up. He falls down. They all headed after Daniel GG. And with everyone killed, Beth Knight now has a free way until Gompiansi fireballed them again. He committed the same mistake. Unfortunately, Beth Knight committed the same mistake and was quickly fireballed. He died the same way he did last time. Millsnack delivers a combo against Nubis Online. Nubis Online tries to clutch, he does it. Daniel GG tries to get Millsnack and Jian Chuan. Nubis Online gets comboed back. Tries to run away. He quickly climbed up. BNC delivering more fireballs against Jian Chuan. Another fireball by GomPMC. He's surely protecting that bridge. Oh, quick and easy there. Nubis Online. Beth Knight was almost caught by the fireball, but they're eventually arriving. He's... pardon me for that laugh, but that was quite funny. how the way both he and Juan and Bird Knight died by falling from that broken bridge. This gives Daniel GG's and Nose Online a chance to come back to mid to control it. That didn't go so well for the failures, unfortunately. Little Snack quickly combos Daniel GG. Nose Online trying to get Juan. And over here, that's gonna be Antonio quickly reaching the blue bed. But he was quickly killed. But at least Antonio brought Gumpy MC down with him. Quite an awkward first game we're seeing. No clear end in sight. Novice Online eventually got Juan. Antonio getting closer to the mid-gen. Of course, Novice Online isn't letting them. They run away. Oh, what do we have here? That's Bird Knight reaching the blue bed. Throw it away, of course. Antonio climbs up. Here comes Mill's neck as well. Always online, deflects that fireball. Mill's neck jumps down to get Gumpy MC. Gumpy MC falls down. Mill's neck goes after Daniel GG. While Antonio tried to get closer to Red Bed, but since Mill's neck was killed, the entire team went after Antonio. Here comes Bird Knight trying to shoot one of the players from blue team. That's an Ender Pearl attack we're seeing. I thought that was an Ender Pearl attack. Well, Bird Knight was swiftly killed right there. Novice Online quickly combos Antonio. Antonio was so close to getting kicked off. Juan ran away from Novice Online. Novice Online trying to get rid of that blindness totem. Instead, Antonio fights back. Seems like Milo's neck returned back home after the base also went to Orange Island. The base quickly blew up both Juan and Milo's neck and got the bet for the Bird Knight Oro Farmers. Antonio was quickly killed. The base fighting back against Juan and Milo's neck. All it takes is defeating those three players, and if they do, they will be in the semifinals. Juan was quickly defeated. Milo's neck trying to run away from Novice Online. He's now the last one after Bird Knight died. Novice Online, please do it for your team. Milo's neck fights back, but their weapon is weaker than Novice Online's. It all came crashing down after that unfortunate blow up that led to two of their players dying and the bed also being broken. Milo's neck trying to fight back. Novice Online fall down, but here comes the base teleporting back to Orange Island to intercept Milo's neck. All it takes is defeating Milo's neck, and once they do, they can be 100% assured that they will be in the semifinals. The Bears do it! Milo's neck is fighting but with all of his might! And he does it! we have our fourth confirmed semi-finalist. Finally, that is the Bear Knight Aura Farmers are heading straight for the semi-finals ahead of 2 games. 2 games that they can now play with all total assurance that they will be in the semi-finals. Congratulations to the Bear Knight Aura Farmers. They have surely earned that last spot in the semi-finals. Along, of course, with Wapo's team, the Forgotten Nerds, and Poor Squad, the Bear Knights Aura Farmers are the fourth confirmed team in the semi-finals. They have surely done it, leaving no chances of qualification anymore for Wiggle. Indeed, they have done it. The Bear Knight Aura Farmers are through. They have yet to play 2 more games that they can now play without any worries at all. Even if they lose their last 2 games and therefore this match, they will still be through. The second game will be in Mushroom. Let's wait for the Bear Knight Aura Farmers to join. And here we have all of our 8 players that are participating in the second game. Let's see the lineups. From the failures, we have Juan, Whitey, Antonio, Millsneck, and Birth Knight. From Light Blue, we have, from the Bear Knight Aura Farmers, we have The Base, Daniel GG, 412, ComPMC, and Nubis Online. The Bear Knight Aura Farmers are now in the semifinals and can now fight for a spot in the final. But first off, they have to finish off this match. No matter the result anymore, they are still through. Congratulations to the Bear Knight Aura Farmers. Let them enjoy the very last 2 games. Of course, they can still fight for a spot for 3rd place or 4th place. That's the last thing that we have to determine yet. If the Bear Knight Aura Farmers end up winning this match, they will be in 3rd place and Poor Squad will fall down to 4th place. Let the second game begin. The base are making that bridge towards mid. So does Antonio. The base eventually launches a fireball that gets Birth Knight. Once again, what is going on with Birth Knight and fireball? Like, he died already 3 times by a fireball. Like, that's incredible. Anyways, Daniel GG tries to impede Middle Snake and Hyun Xuan from getting closer to mid. And Xuan got killed. Middle Snake was quickly killed by Nubis Online. Death Knight tries to make a bridge towards the Blue Island. Nubis Online trying to escape from Death Knight, of course. Here comes Daniel GG. Death Knight already heading for the bet. Of course, ComPMC launches more fireballs to try to bring Bird Knight down. Bird Knight have to be careful. And if they can knock off the base and the ComPMC, that would be awesome. But unfortunately, he was the one knocked off. But here it's a fight between Nubis Online and Middlesnake. Middlesnake quickly caught Nubis Online. Middlesnake waiting for the base. Now it is Juan doing the job. The entire mid-gen is occupied by blue team. Of course, he's all alone. What is Best Knight doing here? He drops a TNT, but Go PMC eventually caught them in time just before they could make any meaningful damage to their defense. Seems that Nubis Online will now try to counterattack. Juan falls down, so does Daniel GG. The last one remaining here is Nubis Online. Nubis Online and Bed Knight climb up. Only for Bed Knight to fall down on Nubis Online, but he took cover in time. Daniel GG quickly gets Antonio. But Knight climbs up in order to avoid taking any more damage, but eventually Daniel GG quickly killed them. Nubis Online heading for Juan. Daniel Juan fights back. Oh, that was Antonio trying to reach the blue bed, but eventually Nubis Online got them in time. Middlesnake came here. Nubis Online have no choice but to run away. They cannot find an easy way to just break the bed. Middlesnake instead will go for blue bed, but Nubis Online was trying to chase them. Middlesnake tries to get the mining fatigue totems. Eventually he falls down. He was quickly knocked off. Juan trying to run away. The base finds a perfect chance to fireball straight for the orange's bed. Antonio was the only one protecting it. The base places a TNT in order to get Antonio blown up. And once again, the bed is broken for the Verenigde Ore Farmers. What a nice sacrifice. What a nice gambit by the base. Stuff was about to get boring, but that Ender Pearl surely got things much more exciting. Middlesnake is the first one to be eliminated. They're now 3 kills away from winning this match. And this is probably what Poor Squad wants, because having the Baron Knight Aura Farmers win means that Poor Squad will not have to fight the Forgotten Nerds again. Antonio tries to run away from Nubis Online and Daniel GG. Antonio still trying to run away as much as he can. Eventually he slipped off and fell down. With this, folks, the Baron Knight Aura Farmers win the match and, of course, the second game. Those weren't the quickest games from the Baron Knight Aura Farmers, but they got the job done no matter what. They've secured 3 points. And all it takes now is winning 3-0 so that Poor Squad doesn't have to rematch the Forgotten Nerds. And I'm not confident that the Poor Squad wants to rematch them again. Of course, this requires the Baron Knight Aura Farmers to win this last game so they can overtake. And let's see how things will go if that ends up happening. So here we have it. 2-0 in favor of the Baron Knight Aura Farmers, the 4th semi-finalists of the tournament. Right now, as things stand, they would be fighting Wapo's team, but if they place 3rd, they would be fighting the Forgotten Nerds instead. Poor Squad definitely doesn't want to rematch the Forgotten Nerds, knowing that they lost their last game against them. So this last game would actually be more beneficial to Poor Squad than it would be for the Baron Knight Aura Farmers, because they would fall to 4th place and they would instead have to face Wapo's team instead of the Forgotten Nerds as things stand. And right now, the first ones to show up are, of course, the failures. Let's see if the Baron Knight Aura Farmers will also show up. And of course, here we have the Baron Knight Aura Farmers. Let's see the lineups for the very last group stage game. From the failures, we have Juan, YT, Antonio, Ilsnek, and of course, Beth Knight. From the Baron Knight Aura Farmers, we have the base, Daniel GG, Gon PMC, and Nubis Online. Those are the last lineups of the group stage. And of course, the last lineups of this game. All 25 games, all 25 matches that we've brought you, it will all come down to this very last game between the Baron Knight Aura Farmers and the failures. Let the very last game of the group stage begin. From this side we have the failures, and from this side we have the Baron Knight Aura Farmers. We are ending it all with Pyramid. Let the final game begin. Well, we have an upsie from the base. They tried to make that bridge, I suppose. They tried to make that bridge, and unfortunately they fell. Here we have Antonio, Beth Knight, and Juan. Of course, Nubis Online. We have our first fight here, and looks like the failures are closer to the bet than ever. Middlesnake and Beth Knight will now head for the bet. Middlesnake gotta be careful. Hyunshuan accompanying him. Hyunshuan drops for the bed. Gon PNC blocking away. He was quickly knocked off. Numis Online and Daniel GG defending with all of their might. Little Snake steals some of Blue's resources. Little Snake fell down. He tried to run away. And he does it. But unfortunately he fell down. Death Knight, you gotta avoid those fireballs. Or else it would be your 4th time dying to a fireball. Numis Online hits them twice, and that's how it's done. Death Knight falls to them. Middle Snake chasing the base. Hyunshuan falls down. Daniel GG was eventually killed. And the base is also killed. That's double kill by Middle Snake. Triple kill! Heading straight for the bed. Gon PNC, the last one here. Fireball by Gon PNC. That's one thing he definitely knows how to do. Middle Snake falls on Gon PMC, but Gon PMC strikes back. Gon PMC surely is being the MVP of this match. You cannot rule them out, even if their skin is a bit funny. But you can definitely rule them out. But unfortunately, it was quite killed. Middle Snake still there in the blue silent. With Online trying to fight back. It's now a 3v1, 2v1. And eventually he was killed, but just in time for Hyunshuan to come. However, he was being chased by the base. He quickly got them off. He falls down. Numis Online delivers a combo to almost knock them off the island. But eventually he falls down as well. After all of that fighting, Numis Online can finally go back to mid. Of course, to the mid gen. Numis Online just runs to the island as we had another threat from Death Knight trying to take the blue bed. Hyunshuan tries to go for Daniel GG. Middle Snake quickly teleports to Daniel GG. And then delivers a 3-hit combo to knock them off the island. Over here we have Middle Snake trying to come back to the blue island. Numis Online trying to stop them. Eventually he gets Middle Snake down. Can he do the same with Hyunshuan? He does it. Double kill by Numis Online. In the same way, of course, they fell down the same way. But here we have Death Knight trying to rush towards the blue team's island. They won't stop. They cannot stop. The base tries to fireball them. Death Knight falls with a TNT. He plays a blindness totem. But they cannot quite reach the bed. Now they can. The failures have actually broken a bed in this match. And they brought down the base. Never give up. Never give up, because eventually you will be able to win a match no matter what. No matter how the odds are looking for you, you will still be able to win. And the failures, despite everything, managed to end their tournament run with a win. Final score, 2-1. Let's see what this means for the final top 4. Now that things have changed, there was not a 3-0 win that Poor Squad was obviously hoping for. But with that out of the way, let's see the rankings right away, which is what most of you have been waiting for. The group stage is finally done. And with this, folks, we shall end the group stage. And with this, folks, we have our final 4 teams. The final standings are these ones. As you can see, Poor Squad eventually advanced as the 3rd place teams because the Bernite Ore Farmers had a lower bush holds than them. Unfortunately, they could not pull off a 3-0 win, the result that Poor Squad exactly needed. So that also means that there will be a rematch between the Forgotten Nerds and Poor Squad. The final stage is looking like this. Wapo's team will be facing the Bernite Ore Farmers, while the Forgotten Nerds and Poor Squad will be facing each other again for a spot in the final round. With that being said, let's give way to the final stage. Let's wish good luck to these 4 teams. They have surely deserved to be in the final stage, and we will of course have a rematch. Congratulations to the Bernite Ore Farmers. They've been the last team to qualify to the semifinals, and with this, folks, the group stage is finally done. With that being said, we're done for today. Thank you all for watching.